Good morning, students. Welcome back for the video class of political science. We started with the 17th contemporary political trends. What trends have to place in political system of our country? So in the first video we will see about liberalization. So liberalization, which makes or which reduces control from the import and export. Whatever the tariffs and customs we are going to pay to the government while import and exporting all kinds of goods, services, so free from that tariffs and customs. So that is the liberation. When we see about Rajiv Gandhi, who was the Prime Minister of India in the year of 1985, so he has started initiation to start this liberalization. So you can say that liberalization which has started in 1985, but suddenly what happened in 1991, economical crisis was there. It was a recession across the country. So it was need to take financial backup. आर्थिक तंगी थी, मंदी थी, तो उस कारण 1991 में भारत सरकार ने अनेक से इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से बैंक से पैसा ले लिया. तो उसमें यूनियन बैंक ऑफ स्विट्जरलैंड से 20 टन सोना दिया. इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड IMF उनकी तरफ से 47 टन 47 टन गोल्ड लोन के रूप में ले लिया तथा $7 बिलियन के पैसे भारत सरकार ने ले लिए इकोनॉमिकल डेवलपमेंट के लिए. वो पैसा हमारे देश में हमारे जो उद्योग धंधे हैं, जो भी कंपनियां हैं जो बंद हो रही है, तो उनमें जान डालने के लिए ये पैसा ले लिया गया और उसके कारण फिर से भारत का विकास होने लगा. मनमोहन सिंह जो 1991 में जो एक फाइनेंशियल मिनिस्टर थे और उसी समय पीवी नरसिम्हा राव भी थे जिन्होंने न्यू पॉलिसी की इंट्रोड्यूस किया, जिनके कारण फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ गए, कैपिटल बढ़ गया, फॉरेन कैपिटल बढ़ गया, लोगों को ज्यादा स्टिमुलेट किया गया टू हैव मोर इन्वेस्टमेंट, गो फॉर द प्राइवेटाइजेशन, invest your more money, okay, and this led for the foreign investment. Foreign capital was started investment in our Indian products, Indian businesses. Even number of the people who came forward and started taking initiation for the privatization. So this all made increase the GDP of the country, which gave the good quality products in a cheaper prices also. Then we see importance of liberalization, which gave boost for the consumer friendly. So this liberalization gave different types of variety of goods in the lower prices. Okay, so once we'll see importance in short. Consumer friendly, variety of goods, quality goods, and as per the customer's need, as per their desire, they got the number of goods. Second, free from government regulation. Free from government regulation. As I told, tariffs, import and export tariffs, customs, जो भी लगा या फिर जो भी उनको कर देना पड़ता है, सो वो और या उससे छुटकारा मिला लोगों को। इस कारण अनेक से लोग, अनेक से प्राइवेट कंपनियां, ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, दे केम फॉरवर्ड एंड they started taking initiation, they starting their business to the international market. Even they started earning good money, foreign money. Okay, third, promotes competition. Because of competition, international market, number of companies are available. There are variety of choices to the consumer. So the producers, they will focus to keep the prices low with a good quality. जो प्रोड्यूसर्स रहते हैं तो वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा ध्यान देते हैं कि अपना जो भी प्रोडक्ट है वो क्वालिटी हो कंपेयर टू अदर्स प्रोडक्ट, और उसके साथ उनकी जो भी कीमत है वो कम रख दी जाए, तब जाकर वो मार्केट में सेटल हो जाएंगे। सो उसका फायदा कंज्यूमर को मिला, एक तो अलग सी चीजें मिली, गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज, वैरायटी उनके हिसाब से, उनके नीड के हिसाब से, उनके डिजायर के हिसाब से मिली और कम दाम में मिली। और जब प्रोड्यूसर ये सोचता है कि तो वो कम खर्चे में, कम रॉ मटेरियल में ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन लेने लगता है, तो नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज से हो गए, वेस्टेज कम हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन। फोर्थ, प्रमोट्स वर्ल्ड बिजनेस क्लास। वर्ल्ड बिजनेस क्लास, earn and learn and earn on the national level, international level। जब सीखेंगे और कमाएंगे तो नई टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में सीखेंगे, इंटरनेशनल मार्केट का सर्वे करेंगे, तो उससे ज्यादा उनको नॉलेज बढ़ेगा। They will acquire the knowledge of international market, even technology, how to deal with the countries, how to quality goods with the help of technology, and that made them learn and earn. They got the knowledge, and by investing that knowledge, adapting that knowledge in the business, they started earning. Okay. Next is provides for the more private funding agencies. More funding agencies like ICICI, HDFC, HDBC and HSBC. So number of these private funding agencies are there which are going to help you in your business, to promote your business and get the financial help, even improve the economy. And last point was about the technological advancement or technological advancement. On international level, when you will have a collaboration with another company, so that company will provide you technical assistance, so which is very important for you. So this is in short about the importance. Now we'll see how the political implications or barriers what we get. Okay, these are like the importance and advantages. Now, after handling this all the advantages, there are some disadvantages which are called as a political implications, which are in a negative way. Negative aspect of the liberalization. So, what is that? So let's see about it. There are the 6 things which can be considered as a political implication. So first one is risk of brain drain. When there is liberalization, number of companies are going to invest the money, number of companies invest the technological advancement in your country. So what happens? People who are well educated and who are very talented, they can do good for the nation, but there will be lack of earning money in the country. So those talented or those talent students, people will go on an international level, go for abroad, where they can seek knowledge and they can earn money. Right now, आज की परिस्थिति में यही ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है सरकार की। लोग पढ़ते यहाँ पे, बेसिक एजुकेशन यहाँ पे होता है और हायर स्टडीज के लिए वो दूसरे देश में चले जाते हैं, वहां पे जाकर पढ़ते हैं और उसी देश में सेटल हो जाते हैं। Without educating people, or the people knock the door at international level for knowledge and money, for the purpose of knowledge and skill. Knock the doors at international level to get knowledge, and skill, and always they will settle down there. So the NASA, which is a leading space research center in the world, so that research center consists of more than 40% of the Indian people, or Indians are there. You can see on international level, these people will go for earning, getting knowledge, attaining knowledge, skill, even earning for money also. They will not come back to the country. So like these kind of skillful persons, knowledgeable persons, we may lose. They settle in another country because of the liberalization. So that is one more drawback. Second, reduces dependency on labor. When the world is, this is the 21st century, which is called as a technical, scientific and technical century. For each and every work, there is a technology. Machines are there. One machine can have 10 people work. And to run that one machine, one person is more than enough. What about 9 people? Remaining 9 people? They will become jobless. That is a major problem because of this liberalization. Here, the people are not going to depend on the, especially the producers are not depend on the people. They depend on the technology and the environment. Because of technology. Because of technology, the people are getting unemployed and the dependency on the labor is getting less. The producer is not going to be dependent on the people. Because just they will invest money in technology, they will send the machineries and those machineries work compared to the men with accuracy and within a short time. So the people are not going to, producers are not going to depend on the labors. They invest more money on the technology, which creates the unemployment. Number of the people, employees will lose their job and they will become as a jobless. Third, risk of economic degradation. This industrial development, number of the factories, companies which have been established, those are going to be cause for the number of pollutions. air, water, soil, even sound, even radioactives or rain. So cause for the pollution. The environment is getting completely degraded. You can see where earlier the area was completely covered with the dense forest. Now that area has completely covered with the industries, railway tracks, aeroplane runways. Okay, and all the area are completely getting polluted. Because of that, people are getting much problems. Uncertain weathers are not certain, seasons are not certain as like earlier. In rainy season we will get the complete dry, even in the summer season sometimes we will get the heavy rainfall. So it is like unconditional seasons have become because of the environmental degradation, and number of diseases are going to be spread across the countries. Okay, so that is the environmental degradation. Fourth point is about the regulates the prices of the certain commodities. And that is one thing. Certain commodities which are very necessary in the day-to-day life. Some things like medicines, drugs, and drugs, which are going to be very important, and these are going to be controlled by the international level. Even chemicals and fertilizers also. So these are all prices, or products prices will be controlled at international level. The prices of the certain commodities like semiconductors, fertilizers are automatically controlled by the World Trade Forum and Association, because their prices should be kept low. Now, in this COVID-19 pandemic, if you go and see the price of that injections are very high, but still the government is going to set that prices at a low level. Even regular drugs, what the medicines we need, those are available in the medicals at very lower prices. That is a plus point you can say, or positive point of this liberalization. Next one is affects common man. When a person becomes jobless, when the producers depend on the technology, depends on the machines, then what about man? Man will become jobless. He has to find his job, but he will not get a job. That becomes a major problem for the common man, how to lead his life. How to lead comfortable life. That will be a bigger problem. Unemployment, poverty, that will lead in the society. When a person is not having a job, it will be very difficult to lead his life without food. So number of the problems again arises, make people go on the wrong paths. Okay, and even the standard of living of persons may get reduced. It will be like two situations you may find in the society. Rich is getting rich, poor will get the poor again. Even they will not get the basic facilities also, like food, cloth, shelter. When they lose their job, when they become unemployed, even there will be a lack of basic facilities to them, and it creates a problem, even lack of livelihood, or shortage of livelihood. लगभग 50 से 60% लोग पॉवर्टी में आते हैं और अनेक से ऐसे फैमिलीज हैं जो सिटियों में जिनको पूरे दिन में बस एक ही समय का खाना नसीब होता है because of not this but then also liberalization is going to be cause for this which is going to affect on the common man. Then risk of financial instability. The fiscal policy of the government or flexibility of monetary and fiscal policy of the government may lead to the financial crisis like recession and depression. अभी कई उदाहरण आप देख सकते हैं कोविड-19 के कारण अनेक सी फैमिलीज अनेक सी कंपनियां बंद है जिन कंपनियों के बंद होने के कारण अनेक से मजदूर आज घर में बैठकर लगभग 6 महीने से लगभग जैसे 22 मार्च को लॉकडाउन शुरू हुआ अप्रैल से लगभग 6 महीने हो गए ये सारे लोग घर में ही बैठकर खा रहे हैं राशन तो फ्री का मिल रहा है लेकिन कितने दिन मिलेंगे बस राशन मिला तो क्या बाकी की चीजें हो जाएंगी क्या उनकी बाकी की समस्याएं खत्म हो जाएगी नो ओनली लाइवलीहुड प्रॉब्लम विल बी सॉल्व बाय द गवर्नमेंट बट व्हाट अबाउट अनदर फैसिलिटीज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वाटर फैसिलिटी ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटी they have to be dependent and this creates financial instability whereas government doesn't have itself money then how they provide to the people because they are getting very less taxes कंपनियां बंद है तो काम जो वहाँ पे मजदूर होते हैं उनको पैसा नहीं मिलेगा जब मजदूर काम नहीं करेंगे कंपनी नहीं चलेगी तो कंपनी का प्रोडक्शन रुक जाएगा प्रोडक्शन सेल नहीं होगा प्रोडक्शन नहीं होगा तो कंपनी भी पैसा सरकार को नहीं दे सकती सरकार को पैसा नहीं मिला तो सरकार लोगों को कहां से देगी चाहे वो राज्य सरकार हो या फिर केंद्र सरकार हो दिस ऑल गवर्नमेंट्स आर विल बी लाइक दे कांट डू एनीथिंग when they are not having any kind of money which is going to be generated in the forms of different taxes in the forms of different kinds of payments bills fees penalties so but financial will be unstable government will get unstable financially they can't run different kinds of schemes programs which they have started for the people. So students, these are the political implications of liberalization which consists of risk of brain drain where the number of well-educated people will run foreign for the higher studies and even getting the skills and they will settle there. Reduces dependency on the labor where people will lose their job because of technical advancement. Producers will set the different kinds of machines in their factories. Environmental degradation which is going to be caused for the number of pollution, air, water, soil, sound, even noise pollution also. पूरी जगह पे आप जहाँ पे भी शहरों में जाओगे लास्ट ईयर तो दिल्ली में इट वाज हेल्थ इमरजेंसी मींस इन दैट वे द पोल्यूशन एयर पोल्यूशन वाज कंप्लीटली इंक्रीज इन दिल्ली स्कूल कॉलेजेस बंद कर दिए गए थे गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसेस बंद कर दिए गए थे क्योंकि वहाँ पे पोल्यूशन बहुत ही बढ़ गया था एयर पोल्यूशन जहाँ पे लोगों को सांस लेना भी मुश्किल हो रहा था because of environmental degradation, because of this liberalization, because of the factories, industries, vehicles. Next, regulate the prices of the certain commodities like fertilizers, drugs, life-saving drugs, which are called as medicines. So their prices will be fixed by the international organization, trade and commerce, and affects the common man. Common man life is completely going to be disturbed because number of the people who lose their job they will become the unemployed, there will be a poverty and shortage of livelihood, so the man will be in a difficulty to lead his life. And last one is about financial risk of financial instability. When number of companies come and they introduce their products in country, Indian goods, Indian cottage industries gets completely collapsed because they can't compete with the international market, international prices of those goods. So financial instability will be there. So this is the first point, liberalization out of that LPG. Next point, that is privatization. We'll see in the next video, and this is enough for today's video. So students, thank you for being up to the end of the video. Have a good day and be attentive about these 3 points: liberalization, privatization, globalization, because 5 mark and 10 mark one question may ask in the form of, if question is asked, then write the importance of liberalization and write the political implications on the liberalization for 5 mark each question. If 10 mark question is going to ask, then it will be both the question, write the importance and political implications of privatization. So for 10 mark, we have to explain at least 4 points from each one. 4 points from importance, 4 points from political implication. Okay? Thank you. See you in the next class.